Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. So I'm just going to run you through a few of the common rock types that Boz mentioned earlier in the presentation. So as she said, there are three main rock types. We have igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks, and sedimentary rocks. So igneous rocks are those rocks that are formed from lava. So they either form from when lava cools really slowly in the crust, which gives time for nice big crystals and nice big minerals to form, like this granite here. So as you can see, this granite is composed of these really coarse grains of pink feldspars and quartz and biotite. So all different minerals forming very slowly, so they have time to grow really fast because it's deep in the crust. The other type of igneous rocks we have are ones that form really quickly. So these form from things like volcanic eruptions and that sort of thing. So what here is a basalt. So this is a very fine grained. As you can see, you can't actually see any individual minerals in this. You can just see a plain black rock itself. So that's because the rock formed so quick that there was no time for the minerals to grow at all. So it just essentially froze instantly as the lava erupted out of the volcano and formed a basalt like this. So I'm sure you've all seen the videos in Hawaii, which is completely, big basaltic volcanoes just erupting basalt onto the surface really rapidly. So those are our igneous rocks formed from magmas and lavas. The second type of rock we have are sedimentary rocks. So these are rocks that are formed by sedimentary processes. So this is where you have things like sand and mud moving in river systems and on beaches and that sort of thing, where eventually all that sediment will settle to the bottom, get buried and compacted, and form these sedimentary rocks like sandstone. So all the rocks around Sydney, in the Blue Mountains and things like that, are all just big sandstones. One thing that differentiates this from the igneous rocks is that this has layers, as you can see there. So this is a layered rock, and that's a pretty good clue that you're dealing with a sedimentary rock right away. So the third rock type is kind of a difficult one because it forms when you take either an igneous rock or a sedimentary rock and you essentially cook it. So you put it at very deep depths and high pressures, and you form a new rock type called a metamorphic rock. So what happens when you put the minerals in igneous rocks and in sedimentary rocks at high temperatures and high pressures, they essentially change form, they change into new minerals that are stable at those conditions, and when that rock cools and comes to the surface, you have a metamorphic rock. So metamorphic rocks are also layered a lot of the time like sedimentary rocks, which can be confusing, but if you have a look really closely, you can see that the layers are wavy like this. So the layers are a little wavy, and that's a good clue that you're dealing with a metamorphic rock instead of a sedimentary rock. Alright, back to you, Boz.